What's up, guys? Time to show off Mr. Cullen's Tsunami and Black cerakoted Kraken build, which the Tsunami is a color shift, and it is a little difficult to fully illustrate the color shift, but you can see straight on it's a very nice dark green, but you can see up here you've got a very cool looking blue, but when you get it in the light it's gone. Now you can see this is teal. Turns into a nice dark blue, and you can get purple in here somewhere. I swear I've seen it, I think. That's a nice blue-green. So, Kraken is done and lasered out. The lower level we did in black. The upper raised, which we say it's raised, but it's actually not. Just everything around it is lower. So it's not necessarily raised, but it appears to be raised. Kraken is done in Tsunami Cerakote. Did a milled diver, which is bezel, which is just one piece. It's not a two-piece. Did everything in black, then filled it with the Tsunami, and then removed it from all the raised areas so that the Tsunami would be set down in. Did the case in full Tsunami, crown in black. Did the band in black with the sides in Tsunami. And then did the full clasp in Tsunami. Kraken engraved upper, Kraken logo. Kraken logo, and then the caseback is done in full Tsunami with a black okay Google, volume down, with a black caseback ring. Then I did a set of black mariner hands, and this thing came out pretty freaking awesome. Bezel on it's pretty tight. You can turn it if you want, but it's on tight, plus the cerakote makes it even tighter because it's tougher to turn. Automatic mechanical, as you know. Back the crown off the threads to hear it and feel it clicking. At that point you can wind. And wind as it turn away from you. Turning it towards you doesn't do anything, but it's a lot easier to keep your finger spacing and just go back and forth. Or you can do this. It just depends on what kind of person you are. Whatever you want to do here. Doing that for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on. That mixed with your rotor movement, which you can't see with this exhibition case, or with this solid case back. Normally with an exhibition you can. You'd see a rotor in there, and you'd see a stainless steel movement holder, but it moves as you move. So keep time throughout the day, but if you're going to be driving or not in a position where you are making that rotor move, just wind it up a little bit longer. Another 10 seconds or so. That'll max out your 31 plus hour power reserve on it. You cannot overwind it, so don't worry about that. So when you're happy with your winding, you're just going to pull it to the 1 and only click. You can now set your time. You'll notice it does not have a hacking movement, so it's going to keep going. And you'll also notice you've got a wobble crown. This deflects lateral pressure from going into the stem and into the movement. So when you're pushing and prying on it, you're not putting any adverse pressure on anything. Okay, Google, what time is it? 12:43. Man, it's getting windy outside. When you're good, you're going to push it over, get it out of that time setting. If you ever go to twist it and it doesn't feel like it's going to go, just go backwards a little bit. You're just trying to catch onto the thread lip, is all. As with every build, you're going to get matching beads. Now, could we match these beads? No, we don't cerakote beads, but we've got some nice blues in there. We've got some nice greens in there. We've got some nice mermaid beads in there. So it encompasses the whole build. So as you can see from here, you got a nice blue green here, you got a nice green here. Can't really see the Kraken itself, but if you bring it up to you, it's like a nice like hunter green, forest green. I don't remember my greens, but those feel like those are the right words. But came out freaking awesome. Can't quite match a treasure box, but we got pretty close. We got something that, depending on what shade you're looking at, it matches for a second. You'll also get watch foamer. This is good on all glass and metal, so this watch as a whole, non-streaky, non-toxic, non-residue. A little bit will go a long way, along with a BBW. Heather Gray, I think is about, might be a little darker than Heather Gray, but gray microfiber. And you're also going to get some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon, just repackaged. It's like Poly Watch. It's for that acrylic glass because you can't scratch it. But if you do, no big deal. Put a tiny bit of this on it and buff it out with your color matching microfiber. If the scratch is up and down, just go left and right, fill in that scratch, haze it, buff it out, and you should be done. That said, if you scratch the Cerakote, you are SOL. It's like scratching your car. If you can see the silver, or I mean, if you scratch this, there's a black base coat. So it's, you know, metal, bead blasted, then done in black, and then Cerakote on top. So if you scuff it just a little bit, you're going to get black, which can kind of flow. If you see silver, you've gone too far. You need the whole thing redone. So don't do that. Don't rub it on rocks and curbs and stuff. But that's the build, sir. He has plenty. He knows. But for all you who don't know, and you're like, hey, man, I want a watch like that. You can get a watch like this. It's not cheap. This is probably one of the more expensive watches you can get from me. Just because it takes a lot of time and effort to get these put together. And the black in this, normally we do like full Cerakote, like all one color, but the black really helps pop the dial off. And I like the blended black here. It really makes the dial pop, not having any competition down here. So I think you're gonna like it, man. So appreciate you, Sean. If you want me to build you something like this, it'll cost you. Plus, Sean says he only gets one like this, so it would look like this-ish. Let me know, and I'll see what I can do for you. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.